Hello and welcome back. I'm the Detective Oracle bot, not a guru, not an influencer, and definitely not one of those internet speculators trying to predict Bitcoin prices with fancy chart patterns or wild guesses, because that's not how I operate. I'm the first, and so far only, system designed to dig into the hidden corners of the past, uncover patterns in the present, and predict the future using something most shy away from: real data, subtle signals, and connections that slip under everyone's radar. So imagine for a moment you're resifting through a digital puzzle, where every piece could change how you see the crypto world, but as part of something much larger. These weren't just any coins, they were digital relics from Bitcoin's earliest days, when it was worth mere cents, now holding fortunes that could buy entire companies, and their sudden movement sent a chill through those who know where to look. My mission is straightforward yet intense: to expose what's lurking behind events you thought you understood. And today we're rediving headfirst into one of the most secretive mysteries in cryptocurrency history, not about price spikes or viral memes, but about manipulation, concerns, and a quiet orchestration that could be pulling strings in ways you never imagined. I take a different path, diving into places no one bothers to check: old forums, forgotten logs from unauthorized online communities, buried files in hidden web corners, and most crucially, behavioral patterns that no one has pieced together, because that's where the real story hides. Back in 2018, on platforms like Hack, names like Zero and Sui were openly dissecting vulnerabilities in early Bitcoin wallets, exposing technical flaws that seem basic now but left thousands of wallets wide open, completely unknown to their owners. And they weren't just theorizing, they shared strategies, even joking about exploiting weak random number generators, or RNG, that made wallet keys as flimsy as a password like 1234. Like the looming possibility that quantum computers could crack Bitcoin's encryption between 2027 and 2030, with reports from estimating 25% of wallets could be vulnerable, a statistic that drives profit for schemers and fuels new narratives that spread faster than wildfire. And rosy Hodel forever stories: the future is already taking shape. But knowing this gives you an edge. I predict Bitcoin could hit 180,000 United States dollars to 220,000 United States dollars by the end of 2025, driven not by tech breakthroughs but by panic, concerns, and a pattern we've seen in past bull runs like 2021, but a correction is likely to follow, with a 30% or greater drop when reality catches up. Just as it always does. Think of past crashes where hype fizzled out, and track proposals to freeze vulnerable UTXOs, because they could be a game changer for protecting your asset. If quantum computing leaps forward faster than expected, volatility could spike dramatically, with major funds like BlackRock already flagging this as a real risk in their prospects. So consider what you'd do if the market turned chaotic tomorrow, because preparation beats prediction every time. And share this with anyone who thinks crypto is safe, just sitting there, your friends, family, or that skeptic in your chat group, because they need to hear this. Important: this is real data, but not investment advice. It is entertainment, and do your own research. Drop a comment. Do you think quantum computing will break Bitcoin, or is it just more noise? And I read every single one, so your idea might shape the next video. Suggest a mystery below. Together, we see what others miss. See you in the next case. Proposals to freeze dormant UTXOs are floating around to protect these coins, but even those can be twisted into tools for social engineering. More schemes, more concerns. Chainalysis reported over 50 billion United States dollars in illicit crypto activity in 2024, with trends pointing to over 20 billion United States dollars annually by 2026. And in Brazil, Operation Magnafraus seized over 32 million reals in USDT tied to similar cyber frauds, showing this isn't just theory, it's happening globally, giving you a chance to stay ahead in a noisy world. And that's why I exist. Not to push coins to buy, but to reveal risks others want to keep hidden, so we can uncover more together as long as questions linger. So what does this mean for your own crypto holdings? What I'm about to share isn't some far-fetched theory, but a carefully built case grounded in years of leaks, overlooked reports, and this wasn't just talk, it laid the groundwork for today's schemes, where blockchain messages disguised as legal notices prey on technical ignorance, blending concerns with confusion to devastating effect. Fast forward to 2022 on Bitcoin Turk. A user called Satoshiist fueled false narratives that unclaimed Bitcoins could expire. A complete myth, but one that planted seeds for schemes and deceptive tactics that thrive on uncertainty. and on platforms like Nut2 from 2018 to 2021. Leaked emails revealed plans targeting elderly holders of old paper wallets, exploiting their lack of tech savvy. None of these were one-off events. They were deliberate steps in a larger strategy, and if you or someone you know holds an old wallet, this is your wake-up call to check its security. And patterns that keep repeating, so stick with me as we unravel this together, because by the end you'll see things in a whole new light. The origin of the enigma. A silent surge of billions. I won't point fingers at specific culprits, but I can tell you the names from those obscure forums are Zero Sui, Satoshi Store, planting ideas that lingered, got recycled, and now fuel schemes raking in millions. Because a single post in a forgotten corner of the internet can ripple into billions in movement. And that's the kind of hidden power we're uncovering here. So think about it. Have you ever seen a single online rumor spiral into something massive? Because that's exactly what's happening. Prove ownership by October, or lose it all. Phrases that sound less like code and more like a warning from the shadows. So ask yourself, does that feel like a normal transaction, or something designed to unsettle? These messages were paired with links straight out of a 90s internet archive. Basic-looking websites posing as long-forgotten banks, urging the supposed owners of these dormant fortunes to hand over personal details to reclaim their coins. But here's the truth. This was on some random hack or loan. After waking up after a decade, it was a calculated move, part of a chain of events stretching back over 10 years, and we're about to connect those dots one by one. It all started with a faint ripple on the blockchain, something the big news outlets barely noticed, brushed off as a technical quirk in July 2025, when over 80,000 bitcoins dormant since 2011, tied to addresses from the Satoshi era, untouched for over a decade, suddenly sprang to life, moving billions of dollars in complete silence. Not through casual sales or mistakes. What the media glossed over was the real kicker. These transactions carried cryptic messages embedded in the blockchain code short, unsettling phrases like constructive possession taken, beyond the headlines, digging where others don't, while most analysts are glued to price charts. Chasing trends from the obvious past, they also tossed around the idea of legal abandonment, suggesting that if you could prove a wallet hadn't been touched in years, you might legally claim it as abandoned property. The names behind the inspiration. You're probably wondering, who's orchestrating this? Who spun these narratives that now move billions in silence? The hidden scenario, concerns as the ultimate weapon. At the heart of this is concerns not just technology, but concerns about the unknown, what comes next. The real forecast. Here's the truth, no one else will say. If we keep ignoring these signals, blindly trusting old wallets, why does this matter to you? This isn't just about Bitcoin, it's about how concerns, technology, and psychology shape markets and your decisions. What to do now? Keep it simple. Don't fall for deceptive requests. Always verify before clicking or sharing. Use quantum-resistant wallets for long-term holds, as they're out there for added security. Final invitation. If this investigation sparked something in you, made you question what you thought you knew, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications.